Good evening, everybody, and welcome once again to the Dr. SM Chirisa Business and Mentorship class. Sorry for coming late. I was coming from another recording talking about drugs and the abuse of drugs, and but we had to get this going. So let's go straight into it without wasting much time. If you're watching, please subscribe to our YouTube page. There's more content there on some of the programs that we've already done if you are really serious about business. So let's talk about today's topic is effectively working from home and still making money. And here's what I want to say, that a lot of people are working from home. And even if you're not working from home, there's a component of your work that you are doing from home. I'm working at work, but I'm doing a lot of things at home. And that comes with its own challenges, tons of distraction, less accountability, and less communication with your colleagues that you're used to bounce ideas and things like that. But one of the things that I've also seen about working from home, that it has its advantages. And as an entrepreneur, you must look and say, of the advantages of working from home, what can I use to my advantage? For example, right now there's no need for you to rent expensive office space. You just tell your client, I'm working from home, and you save yourself that rent instead of having offices that you're really in and you actually don't need. So that's number one. You will save yourself rents, you will save yourself utilities, and it's now acceptable. In the past, working from home was no, but now you can actually have good clients, high-level clients, and you still be working from home. You also save yourself from cleaning services, you save yourself food, because when you are at work, you have to feed everybody that is in your office. You don't need that when and you are working from home. You save yourself transport, you save yourself fuel, and if you're in Zimbabwe, you know how fuel it is. So you can literally do most of your time, and then you schedule your movements. You also save yourself for unnecessary meetings. One of the things that I've seen with people that are working in offices, there are meetings after meetings, meetings after meetings. But most of those meetings are not necessary. I'm not a meeting person. I hate meetings. I want meetings on the go. I want meetings that are necessary. And working from home has saved me from lots of meetings. So how can you then work from home effectively? How can you do it? How can you get the work done and not just be there? So I'm going to give you some few tips. Then I'm going to tell you how you can still be making money working from home. But first, let's look at the first tip that you need to arrange your world, and you need to, number one, you need to schedule your time. You need to schedule your work time. When you're working from home, yes, you've got your wife, you've got your spouse, you've got your kids, you've got everybody coming and who's there, you've got your neighbors knocking, but you have to schedule your time. And so it is very important for you to then communicate your time and say, look, from 8 to 10, I'm working. No distractions, nothing that is, unless if the house is on fire, don't come and knock. So I actually urge people to actually make those tags occupied or do not disturb, and you put them in your office, you put them in your room that you're using as your work office, but you must schedule your hours and let people know that you are working. And when you schedule those hours, make sure you keep those hours. Communicate your hours with your friends, with your pets, with everybody. Work and make sure that you have scheduled the hours that you work effectively. Like, for example, I'm a morning person. My wife is an evening person. So she can schedule her work hours in the evening, and I can schedule my work hours in the morning, because we are all different. We are living in one house, but we are different in terms of our time that we best work. So schedule your time. Number two, it is when you are dealing with the time, you must make sure that you separate your personal time and your work time. A lot of people, all these times are jumbled all together. You are talking to your mommy and you're trying to do some work. You are trying to play with your kid and you're trying to do some work. That will not work. Your work will not get done. So what I normally advise people to do, and what I do, is I schedule my personal time. So I tell my wife that right now I'm doing this, and for the next 2 hours it's work. And after that, guys, I'll take you for ice cream, I'll play with you, I'll play rugby with you, I'll watch a movie with you. So I separate my personal time and my work time. And a lot of people, all these two things are happening together. The baby is sucking from your breast and you are trying to write an email to your boss. It will not work. You will have to separate the two times together. Number 3, One of the most important things, especially when you want to be effective, you must plan your work in advance. And those who have come to my master classes where I talk about time management, I usually say that you must plan the work and the activities that you want to do the following day a day before. You don't want to arrive in a new day and you start to wonder, what should I start with? Where should I go? What? No. Confusion will cause you not to get the work done. So you need to plan your day a day before. Know what you need to do. And I love what Brian Tracy teaches, especially on getting the work done when you are planning your work. He says you must eat that frog. And I love that concept that Brian Tracy teaches, because he says that everybody, every day, you've got a frog or a frog type of work. This is the work that you hate. This is the work that is difficult and you don't like it. And naturally what you do with your frog work is you leave it until the end. But what happens that mind and that thought of that work is in your head and it lingers, it disturbs you, you are grumpy because you know you still have to get something difficult done. So what you need to do is you eat that frog first, so you do the difficult work and get it out of the way so that you can enjoy the rest of your day. So that's very key. So what I do is I plan my work a day before. I schedule my meetings, plan my work and say from 8 to 5, from 8 to 10, 10 to 11, where will I be? Who will I be speaking to? And I try to stick to that schedule as much as possible. If you don't plan your work, people that have planned their work will plan your day. Number 4, one of the things that I've seen with people that are working from work is so crazy and it's so funny, because you are seeing people that are trying to work and they are in their pajamas, they are in their 90s, they are wearing their slops, they are in shorts, they've got no shirt on, and you're trying to get work done. But you do not understand how the mind works. The mind works in habits. The mind works with cues. So all your life, for 30 years, for 20 years, 5 years, you've been waking up, wearing a nice shirt, iron shirt, and you get to work. So what it means is that your mind is cued. When it sees you wearing a white shirt or an iron shirt, it knows we are going to work, we are getting some work done. Then all of a sudden, you are wearing your pajamas. What does it tell your mind? It tells your mind, hey, I'm sleeping. I'm sloppy. I'm doing nothing. You understand what I'm saying? So what I do when I'm getting to work, even when I'm at home, even when I'm preaching on Sunday, I actually bath and dress, put some perfume, wear shoes as if I'm actually going to work. So one of the fourth thing that I want you to do is dress like you are actually going to work. Feel like you are going to work. Let the people know that you are going to work. When they see you, let them think that you are at work, and your brain also will actually switch to the work mode. If you don't, you'll be sloppy and in your slops. Number 5, one of the things that I've seen with people working from home is that you see their workplace, their desk that they're working on, plates from yesterday, junk from yesterday, their shoes are on the table. There's all junk on your workstation. What you need to do, you need to clear up your workstation. Your mind loves clarity. Your mind loves clean things. That's why you are attracted to things that are clean. That's why you like a clean car. But if you leave everything, so the fifth thing that I want to say when you're working from home, be your own janitor around your workplace. Arrange things accurately. Where does your computer stay? Where do your pen stay? Do not waste time hunting for things that must be arranged. So working from home is not licensed to be junky and to be scruffy. Be your own janitor and stay clean. And those are some of the things that I actually do and help myself to work effectively from home. But quickly, how do you then make money when you're still working from home? So a lot of people are asking, Doc, how do I still make money when I'm working from home? Now listen to this. You make money because you are selling things. You make money because you are selling products or services. It's not your location that matters. It's whether people are buying the things that you are selling. So one of the things that I always say that there are 3 skills that will make you money when you are at home. The number 1 skill is You must find your customers. You must find your customers. And for a lot of businesses right now, their customers have changed, and their customers have moved. And a lot of businesses, what you used to sell is no longer needed. So you have to say, what can I sell? And I have to find customers. So the question is, where are your new customers? Where are your old customers? And where are your future customers? Who are they in terms of how old are they? In terms of demographic, I'm gonna talk about that at the end of this. So and how can I contact them? Because when you know who they are, but they do not know that you've got the product or the service that they need, you won't make money. So how can I contact them? How can I make them know that I have a solution for things that are giving them pain? So what I do is, this is time to be making friends. A lot of you are trying to with social distancing, you're reducing the number of your friends. No, this is not the time to reduce the number of your friends. This is the time to increase your network, the number of friends. But it's not just a matter of just networking, but it's a matter of telling them what you do. So when I meet somebody, I always make sure that by the time we leave, they know exactly what I do, they know what business I'm doing, and so that when they find somebody who needs my services, guess who they're going to look for? They're going to look for me. So number one skill is you have to find customers. You have to know where they are and you advertise. I know a lot of people are posting things on Facebook, you're posting things on social media, but is that where your customers are? If you are selling things to people that are 60 years and you're facing on TikTok, do you think your grandma is on TikTok? So you'll be saying that business is not working, but it's because you are not locating and you're not finding your customers. So your advertising, your marketing must be targeted to the appropriate platform where your customers are, or else it's just hype and you are happy with your advert, you are happy with your post, you are happy with what you have written, but nobody is seeing you who's going to buy from you. Number two, the next skill that you must do in order to make money is you must get paid. I have seen a lot of people that are selling so many things but are not getting paid. Selling is not getting paid. You must get paid. You must finish the transaction. The transaction finishes when money exchanges hands from other people and coming to you. I like what one of my guys that I follow, Grant Cardone, says. He says, listen, where is my money? Who has my money? So you must be saying, who has my money and how can I get that money into your hands? So you make money by making people pay you. So you must be, for you to close and to get money, you must be confident. You must also be a user of your own services. You must also, one of the things that I do at our hospitals is that when my kids get sick, I don't go to another person's hospital. I go to my own hospitals. I go and use my own services. Do you use the perfume that you are selling? Do you have the hair on of the hairpiece that you are selling? What do you use your own services? If you're not using your own services, how can other people use services that you are selling and you are not using them? If you are selling Samsung, then you have to use the Samsung. You cannot be using an iPhone and yet you are selling Samsung. Why should I use what you are? Why should I buy what you are not using? It does not make any sense. So it's key. You must be confident. You must use your own services, and you must be able to ask great questions that bring out the pain. A lot of people don't buy not because they don't want, but because you have not convinced them that the situation that they're in is painful. For example, when people come to me and they say, look, you know what? I've got my son and he's a drug addict. I said, listen. And they say, your service is expensive. I said, no, before you go there, tell me, what is happening to you? Are you sleeping at night? And the mother says, I'm not sleeping. I said, and you are worried about your child, whether he's going to come back alive or dead. True? I'm bringing the pain point. So when you want to close, do not argue on the price. Do not argue on the value. Bring out the value. Bring up the pain point that you want to solve. So that's what I bring. And I ask them to pay. Don't say I've told them about the, about the facility or about the features of this thing and that it is made of this and that. No. That's not enough. Tell them, you know what? Pay now. Pay a deposit now. Ask for the money. You must be comfortable asking for the money and say, pay now. Yeah, pay now. If you want me, pay now. So I now have got people that pay me in advance because I ask and say, pay now. Because if I don't ask people to pay now, no money is going to come to you. Then the next thing that you need to do is, the next skill that you need to develop for you to make money is to develop your customers. Now, here's the science about this. Not all people are going to buy the same day they see you, the same day they see your advert. So anybody who likes your product, follow them up. Anybody who comments about your product, follow them up. And so you might have to follow up for the next 6 months, for the next 12 months. You might also do what I call after sales. Call the people that have bought your product and say, listen, how do you like my product? I hope everything is okay. And when they say it's okay, you then say, you know what? Do you know somebody who is in your circle who can afford what you bought? I just need 2 names. So ask for referrals and develop your pipeline, develop your customers. A lot of you are just saying you sell and you don't speak to your customers, and you need to have an active system of getting referrals and developing your customers. That's how you make money. You make money by being paid. So you need more people to pay you so that you make more money. The last thing that I want to talk about, what I would call my money wisdom tip for today, is you must know your customers. A lot of people don't even know the basics, which we call demographics. Demographics have to do, this is the first level of knowing your customers. This has to do with their age, their sex, their residence, where do they stay, which country are they in, what level of income. So, because if you are selling a low income product in a high income society, they're not going to buy. And so you can actually have your business fail, not because you've got a bad business, but you do not know and understand the demographics of your business. So you need to know this product, this service, who am I selling to? Is it for females? Is it for males? Which age buys from me? Are they teens? Are they 20s? Are they 30s? Are they 50s? Are they retirees? You need to know, where are they staying? Are they staying in the ghetto? Are they staying in the middle suburbs? Are they staying in the high-end, low density? Where are they staying? You need to know which neighborhood, which province, are they staying in the city? Are they staying in the rurals? Because if you are, for example, selling, what can I say? Something that preserves grain, and you're trying to sell it in the low in the suburbs, you're not going to make money. So you think that your product is not important, but you're just selling it in the wrong place because you do not know you do not know the demographics of the people that must sell, that must buy your product. But far more importantly, they are what we call now psychodemographics. Psychodemographics is the second level of understanding of understanding and knowing your customer for you to make money. You must understand how your customer behaves, how your customer acts. That is actually more valuable than the demographics. Let me give you an example. What you need to understand, that there are people that want to look good no matter what. That's how they behave. So when you offer them something of high price, they'll rather go for something that is the priciest, because that's how they behave. It's psychodemographics. They love the most expensive thing in the shop. They love, if it's hair, they love the longest hair. Why? Because they want to know that there's nobody in the country with longer hair. They want to know that there's nobody who has got a more expensive, or who can be treated at a more expensive hospital than this. Is psychodemographics. And then there are some people who want the lowest or the shortest. They just want it, but they just want. So you need to understand your customer, and that's more important. So when you see somebody, when you know their psyche, what they are into, you sell them according to their psychodemographics, not just their demographics. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Dr. Chirisa. I hope this helps you to work effectively from home and to continue making money. I am. Next time we'll see you. Please continue subscribing on our YouTube channel. We've got lots of things that we have talked about: how to sell, how to ace your interviews, how to survive, how to make tough decisions, what to cut. There's so many videos. Please like them and share them. Until we meet next time, next month. the last Friday of July. This is your doctor, your